Hey everyone, Memory Sports Cards here, coming at you. I'm going to go through my snail mail Saturday deal. I opened some of it already just to make sure everything was there. I am going to start with a Chase deal I got from Chase My Cards on Instagram. It is a really great program. So this was $13. I got 10 colored or parallel prism cards. I mean, $13, you can spend you can buy a pack of prism for 13 bucks and not get anything. At least for $13, I'm getting all prism. The big hit was there was Zion in here and some other stuff. So we'll see how I do. I'll start with this. I don't know what this prism is. It looks like a gold or an orange. Josh Hart, a green Anthony Davis, a silver Jabari Parker, a pink crystal Lonzo Trier, a red crystal Nicholas Batum, the fast break disco of Drew Holiday, a green Devin Booker Dominance, a red Malik Beasley, red and blue Clyde Drexler, and red, white, and blue Isaiah Roby. So, like I said, really great product. I'll probably be buying more from him. I mean, at this price for Prism, this stuff's going up like crazy. It's all night. It's mostly 1920. I don't think there's any older one. No, there's no older ones. So, I mean, pretty good deal. So now onto the mail. I opened some of it already just because I wanted to see what I got. It wasn't anything big anyway. So I did get the Daniel Jones rookie that I need for my PC. Happy with that. Looking forward to getting more of his. His stuff's starting to fade a little bit on price, so it's easier to get base rookies. At least base cards, which is the main thing I want right now. It's really nice. So I'm happy about that. And I got some vintage earlier on. Let's see, this was the 52 or 54 Bowman Kyle wrote. And then in the two pot one, I got a 1974 Bob Tucker Wonder Bread and a 1972 Topps Spider Lockhart. Funny enough. So now my vintage has started getting much nicer. I never really did vintage. I used to do vintage, but not as much as I'm starting to. As you can see, this one's actually pretty good shape. It's not horrible, especially for a card from the 50s. It's got little things here, I would say, like a little 10. But let's be honest, when you're collecting these for team sets, I'm not going to look at condition as much as I'm going to look at the card itself. These are good enough. Soft edges, I'm not going to worry about. If the card's horrible, I'm not going to buy it. But at least this looks somewhat okay. If you get what I'm trying to say, it doesn't look like it's horrible condition. Which is a worse deal than that. So, these are all the cards I pulled earlier today. So, right now I'm going to open the rest of my mail for you guys. I ordered a lot of stuff off of eBay the last few days. So, let's see how we do. As stated, doing a lot of vintage. So, we'll see. A lot of vintage. So, this one I'm very happy with as well. Pulled a 1970 Topps Spider Lockhart. Of course, it has to have a hair in it. Oh, nice. You know, trying to... Honestly, I got some dust in my card holders and stuff, but I try to clean them out before I send them. Try to have your card holders in nice condition, guys, when you send them out, just for the buyer's sake. Tape, I don't care about too much. I know people cry about tape a lot, but it's part of the game. If you don't want to spend money on tape, painter tape's absurdly expensive for some people that do this for fun. I don't do this for serious money. I do this to buy cards that I want. So yeah, but you know, the next card is a card I've been really excited about. I used to have this one actually, and I sold it because I had to sell my entire Giants collection, and I've been waiting to get this bad boy back. 2014 Prism Frank Gifford Green Parallel. I love Frank Gifford cards. Unfortunately, he passed away a while ago, actually. And he was one of my favorites. Oh, beautiful. People might laugh at this one, but they were so cheap I had to take them. These are good PC ones too. Well, it's just one. Okay, just one. But one that I've been looking for. Because I used to love this player from 2000. People forget how good he was. He left the Giants, became even better. Maybe not better, but he had a pretty good career. 2000 Donruss, Brandon Short rookie. Number 1306 out of 1325. I think I've always stated I'm not worried about the value of the product. I don't care if it's a small card or big card. For me, it's about the collection and getting it set as many times as possible. Especially, he may not be worth a lot right now, but people do forget how good Brandon Short was for a time period, just like the next guy I picked up. People forget how good this guy was, and he was a star in the making. 2000 certified rookie of Ron Dixon. He had so many huge punt returns in the playoffs, and he had that huge punt return against he had one of the biggest punt returns in the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for him, we might not have stayed in it. So I'll never forget that. Next up is this 2000 Pacific Pete Mitchell, numbered 73 of 75. Actually, it might be 2008. Let me just double check. No, 2000. I mean, it just looks like an 8, but it's 2000. Private stock, Pete Mitchell, number 73 of 75. Another pretty good Giant player. One of my favorites from that era. And arguably my favorite card of it now. 2001 Score, Big Boy Jesse Armstead. Scorecard numbered 5 out of 328. Jesse Armstead was one of my favorite players. I met him so many times at Giant Stadium, and he was always nice to me. So how can you not like a guy that's nice to you? Next up is a nice, this is one of the lots I picked up, and I've been slowly picking up nicer lots, trying to build my collection a little bit more, so just taped it up pretty nice. It's taking me a minute to open. Let me get this cleaned off so I can do my first favor. Oh, okay. I think I need this one. Alright. So to start, we got the Rookies and Stars action-packed Odell Beckham from 2017. It might be the Ruby version, just because that's red and normally it's not. And the 2011 Platinum Topps Eli Manning. I do need that card. So very happy about getting another Eli Manning in my collection. He was one of my highly collected players when I first had this set. Obviously, he has probably the most cards have current guys because he was there for almost 20 years and he's one of the more popular players. Classics, Landon Collins, a Felipe Sparks rookie from Upper Deck, 93, 2016, Don Russ, 2 touchdowns, Odell, Lawrence Taylor Classics, a Topps 2012, Topps Chrome Ruben Randall, 1986, Classics, Lawrence Taylor, Odell Beckham Prestige, Classics Y.A. Tittle, Donruss Victor Cruz, a Classic Super Bowl hero, Eli Manning, a 97 Ultra Gold Medallion of Charles Way, Score Paul Perkins rookie, a Gridiron Warriors of Eli Manning, a Phoenix Lorenzo Carter rookie, a Score Mark Collins, Prestige Andre Brown, Topps Prime Performance David Wilson, Score Lawrence Taylor, Classics Phil McConkey, a Predator Lawrence Taylor, 1989, Score Xavier Grimble Topps Chrome rookie, a Jason Pierre-Paul, a Brian Williams rookie, 1989, a Landon Collins Elite, a Classic Tyrone Wheatley, 97 Zenith, and a Classic Strand. So, did not feel like 100 cards, but just talking to myself right now. And this one is the last package for the day. Not a huge mail week. Obviously, we lost a few days with the holidays. We have some more stuff coming in next week, so that should be good. Let's see, last package. Packaged extremely well. So we got a $1952 Bowman Eddie Price, and I forget what year this is, but it's a Topps Emlyn Tunnell. So those are the last vintage cards I got for the week. Very happy with the vintage. Hope everyone has a nice weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you next Saturday. Unless you get more stuff.